Friend, thank you for joining us again as we continue to celebrate Women's History Month for the entire month of March. It's yours truly, Shamara. Hi, friend. Excited about our guest today, Elana Frazier. She is the president of the Columbia Urban League right here, the young professionals in Columbia, South Carolina. And professionally, she's also the project coordinator for the South Carolina Institute of Medicine and Public Health. Elana, thank you for joining us, and thank you for being such a groundbreaking young woman that you are.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
So can you just tell us a little bit, because I'm not going to lie, what is the Columbia Urban League of Young Professionals? Exactly, what do you guys do? I know you got to be heavily involved in the community. You have to have a passion for giving back and just, be called to serve. Can you explain that and break that down for us?
Sure thing. So the Columbia Urban League Young Professionals are a subsidiary of the Columbia Urban League, which Mr. JT McLaughlin is the president and CEO. And so we are a civic service organization, a public service organization, and we influence policy and social policy that changes communities, individuals in communities and their lives. We initiate programs, and we're boots on the ground in the community and doing community work.
Okay, you are the president of said Columbia Urban League Young Professionals. What does that entail? Like, what is your job like?
It's a lot of connecting, because we are a national organization. The Columbia Urban League has been around for over 100 years, and then the Young Professionals have been around for over 20 years. So there's a lot of history when it comes to what we do, and it's not easy because a lot of times people are like, oh, well, why can't y'all do this, or why can't y'all do that? And it's like, yeah, it's not in our scope. And although we can't do it, we can't do everything. And so for me, locally in Columbia, it's making connection, it's building bridges, it's not operating in a silo, so that you have 30 people over there, 20 people over there. It's like, hey, we'll have 50 people together if we make this happen together. But it's also figuring out what the need is, and then figuring out who has the resources, and then building that bridge together. So whether it be young professionals, whether it be elderly, whether it be youth, it's making sure that the community has the resources that they need.
Okay. Again, friend, Elana Frazier, president of the Columbia Urban League Young Professionals, joining us. We're still celebrating Women's History Month right here on thebigtm.com. Elana, do you have any future plans, anything that's going on in the community worth noting right now?
Sure. Because of the pandemic, as you know, we haven't had any forward-facing events that weren't community-based events. So the next thing that we're having is actually a virtual fundraiser, and that's going to happen from March 29th through April the 2nd. It's going to be a Blitz popcorn sale, and so you can go to our Instagram page or our Facebook page, and you can just go to, it'll direct you to the popcorn website, the Double Good popcorn website, to order good popcorn from us. So that's the next fundraiser that we have coming up. We're also planning some things for the summer, but the best way to stay tuned in that is to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook to keep up with everything that we're doing.
Oh, Elana, one more question though, to piggyback off of that. Because we're in a pandemic, how much harder has it been to actually, continue to work from the ground here locally in Columbia to gain support of the community for fundraisers and things like that?
For us, it's been challenging and rewarding, I would say. Just pivoting, I would say we've restructured our leadership many a time since the pandemic started. But again, we're a national organization as well. So we've been consulting regionally, consulting with our national chapters to say, okay, what works? And so we're on conference calls, 9 o'clock at night, trying to figure it out. Other chapters, if they're having the same issues, just trying to figure it out to say, okay, let's try this tomorrow. Okay, let's try this. More importantly for us, it's providing information. So there are other young professional organizations in Columbia, and it's great. It's awesome to stay connected. But we're the only young professional organization that has continually provided resources and information throughout the pandemic, throughout the onset of the pandemic. And so we've held virtual conversations on issues that plague not just Black communities, but underserved communities. And that's been happening since June of 2020. And so we've consistently put out content. We've consistently provided resources, even for the census. We had a census drive-through where you come, complete your census or register to vote. You get a box of produce, and that was like worth $45. So we consistently provided resources during this pandemic.
Okay. One more question. Elana Frazier is joining us, friend, again, president of the Columbia Urban League Young Professionals. How does one become an ambassador? How does one that's young and has that drive that wants to give back to the community and it's, they thinking they're maybe called to serve? How do they get involved?
Very easy. Go to our Instagram page. We have a link there that directs you to our website to fill out a membership application and to pay your dues. And again, national organization, your dues are national, so you're connected to individuals in California, New York, Texas, wherever it may be. You're connected. You can go to our website directly, or you can go onto our Facebook page. Just get connected with us. There's some individuals who we have some students at USC and also Benedict that are members. There's some individuals who say, hey, I can only volunteer. I can't help plan, but I'm willing to volunteer. So whatever your schedule looks like, whatever your capacity looks like, we want you to join in the movement, because it's beyond the vote. It's beyond just going to the poll to say, okay, this is the next person that I'm going to put in position. It's actually doing the work, because if you don't do it, who else is going to do it? So it has to be you providing for your community. So whatever capacity that you're able to volunteer with us, we welcome you.
Thank you, Elana Frazier, again, friend, president, Columbia Urban League Young Professionals. I'm getting tongue-tied because when I think about the word young, I really do think about you guys being our future. So I love the way you broke that entire thing down. And I have those conversations with my daughter all the time. You guys are our future. And I appreciate, the arms that the Columbia Urban League Young Professional has around the community. I really do.
Thank you. And I will say this too, traditionally, our age range is 21 through 40. We have individuals like our college population, they're under the age of 21, and we have friends of the movement who are over the age of 40. It doesn't matter, because Columbia is such a unique market. We welcome any individual at any age, because we have different programs for different ages, and there's always an opportunity to assist no matter the age. So wherever you are, whatever your age is, definitely come reach out to us. We are more than welcome to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your world with us, Elana Frazier, again, president, Columbia Urban League Young Professionals. Friend, of course, we're still celebrating Women's History Month right here on thebigdm.com. It's Shamara.
Thank you.